Okay, so for today's session, we're going to have task 51. Yes, that will
Okay.
be our official task for today. Okay,
Okay.
so let me just prepare my notes first for our session today. And yeah, do you have pen and paper with you already?
Yes. Alrighty.
Okay. All right, that's good to know. Let me just okay. Let's start. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay. All right, hold on.
Okay.
Just fix my table a little bit. Okay, let's start with question number 1. All right, let's begin and let me check the audio. Okay, good luck.
Okay.
Do you agree or disagree with the following statement? 18-year-olds are not mature enough to vote. Use specific examples and details to support your opinion.
Okay, you have 15 seconds to prepare, and 15 seconds starts now. Good luck. Okay, all right, 45 seconds to speak. You may begin.
I agree with the idea that 18 years old is not mature to vote because the reason is I think their thoughts is not quite um quite quite mature because they're they still need to learn a lot of information and try to distinguish which information is correct and which is wrong. So I think they still need some time to have form the correct opinion. And that's it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, all right, thank you so much for your answers.
Okay.
Okay, let's proceed to question 2
Okay.
first. Okay, so this is the article, and yep, you have 50 seconds to read. Okay, 50 seconds to read starts now. Good luck. Okay, time's up. All right, let's listen to the audio first. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, let's start. Good luck.
Now listen to two students discussing the letter.
Hey, Mary, did you see this? You think he's right?
No, I don't agree with him.
How come?
Well, because it's not like the street out front's the only place you can park. You can also park at the dining hall, which is only a couple blocks away, or at the library, which is a few blocks in the other direction. He doesn't mention that.
That's true. I guess there are other lots nearby.
Yeah, so there's not really a need for it. Students may have to walk a little, but that's okay. I don't think there always needs to be a spot right outside the building you're going to.
That's true.
But the other problem I have with it is, even if they went ahead with his idea, it's the location he suggests. They can't just clear away those trees. That's one of the only wooded areas left on campus. We don't have many trees here, and they should preserve the ones we have.
Yeah, it is pretty.
Well, yeah, and sometimes students like to sit out there in the shade on a nice day, to study or read under the trees. They should leave it alone, not destroy it to make way for something we don't need.
The woman expresses her opinion about the letter writer's proposal. Briefly summarize the proposal, then state her opinion and explain the reasons she gives for holding that opinion.
Okay, so you have 30 seconds to prepare. 30 seconds starts now. Good luck. Okay, time's up. All right, you have a minute to respond. You may begin.
According to the letter, the students suggest that the university should build a parking lot for the humanities building. And the woman in the conversation disagreed with this proposal because she said there's also a dining hall and a library. There already have the parking place, and there's no need to build another place for a parking place. And she also said that the place that the letter recommend to build a parking, that's only place that have the trees, and they should perceive the place to that the student have a place to read their books under the tree. And this is why the woman disagree with this proposal.
Okay, thank you so much for your answers. Then we'll proceed to question 3 this time.
Okay.
All right, let's proceed to question number 3. All right, 50 seconds to read,
Okay.
and you may start reading. Good luck. Okay, time's up. All right, let's try to listen to the audio this time. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, you may begin. Good luck.
Now listen to part of a lecture in a marketing class.
You know, there are lots of different companies out there that make and sell cookies or biscuits, but there's one company, Big Bear Cookies, that has used this technique to sell more cookies than all its competitors. How? Well, the company has this animal character called Big Bear that it uses in all of its advertising. The picture of the bear is on its cookie boxes, and the character of the bear also appears in its TV commercials. Oh, and of course, the cookies themselves are shaped like Big Bear. Now, most people who eat Big Bear cookies are children, and, well, they enjoy the bear and think that he's really entertaining and fun. In the TV commercials, for example, he's always saying funny things and dancing around in a lively, comical way. So, Big Bear makes children feel good about the company's cookies, makes children want to get them. And, you know, the really interesting thing is that the figure of Big Bear stays in people's minds and makes them think of cookies, even though bears don't usually have anything to do with cookies. I mean, bears certainly don't make or eat cookies, right? Yet, Big Bear is a character that people, particularly children, don't seem to forget, because year after year, Big Bear Cookies sells more cookies than any other company.
Using the example from the lecture, explain the use of image advertising to sell products.
Okay, you have 30 seconds to prepare. 30 seconds starts now. Good luck. Okay, time's up. All right, 60 seconds to present. You may begin.
Okay. Image advertising is that an image they can let customer link to the products that company make. And the professor in the marketing class explained this how it worked. And he said there's a cookie have the big bear on the cookie box, and the the animal character can that the children have the deep image about their cookies because their TV advertising it was full of fun so that the children when they saw the bear they can always think about their cookies, so their cookies always sell the best than the other one. Then this is how image advertising work.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you so much. And we'll go with the last question. Okay.
Okay.
All right, let's start with the last question. And good luck.
Listen to part of a lecture in a biology class.
Okay, so many animals benefit from living in groups. It provides them with protection from predators and with social companionship. So it's important for these animals to maintain their group's unity. They need ways to either avoid conflicts or, if they do occur, to resolve them peacefully. To help them achieve this, many animals use what are called display behaviors. These are behaviors that are mostly for show, symbolic behaviors that send a message to the other animals and help maintain their group's unity. One way is through the use of threatening display behaviors. Threatening display behaviors are used to communicate a warning, but they aren't meant to really harm other animals. Rather, they help animals avoid fights. Some monkeys, like baboons for instance, frequently use threatening display behaviors. Like, well, let's say two baboons find some fruit and they both want it. One baboon, maybe the first baboon to see the fruit, might stare at the other one and make threatening noises, grunts, to let the other baboon know it wants the fruit. Because the other baboon understands the meaning of the stares and grunts, it can give up the fruit without a fight. And this behavior benefits the group by preventing conflict. But sometimes physical fights do occur, and animals need a way to reconcile afterwards, to make up, to ensure that everyone in the group continues to get along. In these cases, an animal might use friendly display behavior to restore group unity. Let's return to the baboon example. Let's say the two baboons do end up getting into a physical fight over the fruit. After the conflict, the two animals need a way to resolve things. So what they do is approach each other while making friendly noises, and may even hug each other, as if to say, "Everything's okay now. I'm not angry with you anymore." Now, through this display behavior, friendly noises or hugs, the baboons can make up, and the group can go back to normal.
Using the example of baboons from the lecture, explain two ways in which display behavior can help animals maintain group unity.
Okay, 20 seconds to prepare and you may start. Good luck. Okay, time's up.
Okay.
All right, 60 seconds to present. You may begin.
In the biology class, the professor used bamboo as example to explain how animals living in the group can maintain the peace. And first, she said, when one of bamboo, they found a food, but the other one want to eat, then the one who find the food will make the warning voice to let the other bamboo knows that they were warning them, so the other bamboo they won't take the food away. They can avoid the fight. But second, if they have the physical fight with bamboo, and they after that they will try to make up with each other. They will touch their they will hug to each other to become normal again. And this is how animals maintain the group peace.
Hmm? Okay. All right. Thank you so much for your answers. Let me
Okay.
just check the time. Okay, how were the questions,
I
Vivienne?
think the first question is quite difficult for me to
Mm-hmm.
guess. Mm,
Oh, what makes it difficult for you?
because I can think the reason, but I can say it with English. Mm,
Okay. So what would be the, let's say, solution for that?
mm. I think I have a problem is that I will I will use to find a perfect word to express
Mm-hmm.
the meaning, but sometimes the best way is I can use the simple words to
Mm-hmm.
explain the word I can say
Mm-hmm.
to explain the word. I should
Mm-hmm.
do that, but I just can't.
It's okay. It's totally fine. So what you need to do is you just really have to, like, get yourself used to,
Yeah.
let's just say vocabularies and stuff. Okay, so
Yes.
yeah, if you have some time, then you'll need to work on with your vocabulary as well. Okay. All right. Let's try to discuss your answers first. Okay,
Okay.
let's start with number one. Okay, do you agree or disagree with the following statement? All right, so 18 years olds are not mature enough to vote. Okay, so you have to use specific examples and details to support your answer or your opinion. Okay, what you did was you were able to answer, however, there was no specific
Yes.
opinion. Okay, what could be the most specific opinion that you can give? An
Um.
example.
Example. Okay. I will say take my friend Lily as an example. When she was when she was 18, 18 years old, and in my country we can vote if we are 18. But at that time, although we are adult in the legally, but we have we don't know about a lot of knowledge about some topic like social topic, and we can't exactly to distinguish which choice is the best to do. So I think we should have more years to study, to observe the social phenomenon, and then we can vote for the right decision, I think.
Okay. Do you
Okay.
think that's 45 seconds or more than
Uh,
45?
of course, more than
More than
45.
45, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, you'll have to find a more, let's just say, shorter
Mm.
example. Okay. All right. So 18 years olds. are not mature enough to vote. Okay, so in that case, what would be the best answer for that? Okay, so there are lots of answers. I found here some sample answers. However, it's like, yeah, um, they're all audio, so it may take time if you listen to them.
Oh, okay.
Uh, what do you call this? Like one by one. Okay. Yes.
Okay.
However, yeah, you just have to work on with, yeah, simple or shorter answers. Okay. So what we need is, I cannot give you an example because it might be different from your own example. So what we need to do is we just have to add a specific example. Okay. But we'll work on with your grammar first. Okay. 18 years olds. Remember, we're talking about here people. Okay. 18 years olds.
Oh, it's
Okay. Are not mature enough to vote. Okay. It's like your answer was quite redundant actually. I've heard mature twice in one sentence. Okay.
yeah.
All right. So you might need like other words for that. Can say that I agree that adults, specifically 18 years olds, are not um mature enough to vote because we still need, you don't need to like, because you mentioned we're not yet quite mature, we still need to learn, right?
Yes.
So the
Yeah.
word mature there is, you already mentioned twice. Okay, so you don't need to, you just say that we still need to learn lots of information and distinguish the correct and wrong information. This one, distinguish correct and wrong information, supposedly was going to be your specific example. However, you were not able to give. How
Oh,
do we distinguish? Okay.
okay.
Yes. All right. Okay.
Observe the social phenomena.
Why are you talking about social phenomenon? It's about voting, not social phenomenon.
Because the reason I didn't agree with
Mm-hmm.
uh, this one is I said because the student they still need time to distinguish which is right or wrong decision, and they can through observe the social phenomenon to develop their thoughts.
Okay, I'd like you to explain to me what is social phenomenon in your own words.
Hmm? Is a mm,
Because you've been mentioning social phenomenon. Okay.
yes, yes.
Phenomenon is more than one. Phenomena is one.
Oh, mm.
Okay.
They can learn this from watching news,
Yeah, we can, but give an example of a social phenomenon.
like um like recently Taiwan's egg is very their price are very high, and so you have to
Mm-hmm.
distinguish this this um this phenomenon is the people's made or
Mm-hmm.
because of the environment
Mm-hmm.
issue to cause this problem. Because some might say it was the vendor um, who stored the egg and they
Mm-hmm.
didn't want the egg to sell normally, so that they can that the
It's like
price.
inflation.
Yes.
Okay. Do you think your example is near?
Mm,
Remember, we're only talking about being mature to vote.
yes.
Okay. All right. So you will not focus on social phenomenon. Okay. The simplest way is they don't know everything about politicians.
Oh,
Okay, yes. Remember, they're just 18 years old. They don't know much about politics. They don't know how people work. So they don't. So what you mean to say is they need to study about the candidate that they
okay.
are going to pick. Okay, that's let's say the easiest. Okay, because if you talk about social phenomenon, that's like the impact already of their decision. Okay, or what we see in the environment. But that doesn't necessarily mean that it was made by the previous politicians.
Mm,
Okay. All right. Social phenomenons might be part of it, but not really the best addition. Okay. So yeah, because in here, matured enough to vote. Why are they not matured enough to vote? Because they don't know anything about the people
Politics.
that are running. Yes, they don't know much about politics. They don't know
Oh,
much about the social phenomenons. Okay. That's just it. So you don't have to um emphasize everything, just pick one. Okay. Yeah,
okay.
so I think you're having a hard time explaining understanding social phenomenon, so you have to choose a different one.
Mm,
Okay. Right.
then
So
the
it could be they're not yet mature enough or they don't know much about the politicians.
politics.
Okay. Yes. What would you like to pick then?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The
Okay. Are we
politics.
clear? Sure. You want to repeat your answer?
Okay.
You may.
Okay. Um, I agree with the idea that 18 years olds are not mature enough to vote. The reason is they are not they don't have enough knowledge or the politician to distinguish which is the best decision to make. And take my friend Lily, for example. Um, she when we was 18 years old,
When we were.
when we were 18 years old, although we have the right to vote, but we exactly don't know which candidate we are going to vote because we don't know them well.
Mm-hmm.
I think um, I think we should learn more about politician knowledge, and then uh, we need more time to learn the knowledge, and then we can vote for the right decision. And this is why I feel this way.
Okay. Vote for the right decision. No.
Uh,
Vote
vote,
for the right person.
vote for the right person.
Okay. We was.
We
We
were.
were. Okay. We were. All right. There were actually more obvious grammar lapses there, so you'll have to be very mindful.
Oh,
Okay. But are we clear with question number one?
yes.
Okay. Let's proceed to question two. All right. So for question two, university should build a parking lot for the humanities building. Okay. And the speaker, the woman, disagrees with it. Okay. For two, I think she mentioned two following reasons, right? Okay. The first reason was,
Uh,
I think you mentioned that there's already a parking area
yes.
available, all right, near the dining hall and the library. However, you've been repeating the word parking place.
Uh,
There are too many, okay? So just stick with, let's just say, according to the article, the university or the guy or the student suggested that the university or the school should build a parking lot for the humanities building. However, the woman in the audio disagrees because because of the following reasons. First, she thinks that there are already enough parking spaces near the dining hall and the library. Second, the area where they are planning to build a parking lot is the only place where there are trees. Okay, so those are the reasons why she disagrees with the proposal. Okay, very easy. Not really that long.
Mm,
All right. Is that a clear sample answer for you?
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Do you have questions here?
No.
Okay, can you try repeating your answer then?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
According to a letter, the students suggest that the university should build a parking lot for a humanities building.
Mm-hmm.
However, the woman in the conversation disagree with this proposal. For the following reasons. First, she mentions that there's already have enough parking lot for the student to place their car. And second, the place that the students suggest to build a parking lot is the only place that the university maintain have planted the trees. So
Mm-hmm.
she thinks that the university uh, this is why she disproved with this later.
Sorry,
Disprove? Disagree with.
disagree. Okay, disprove means you want to say that it's false. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, but in here we're not talking about false or true or false. Okay. Okay. All right. That will be a better answer for you. So you just have to practice that one. Okay, we'll go with image advertising.
Okay.
Okay, let's go with your answer. So image can let customers link the products to the company. Okay. I think that was the first part of your answer, if I'm not mistaken. Um and this is how it works. Okay, how it works. Okay. All right, but depends upon the grammar lapse, the grammar structure in here.
Okay.
Okay, all right. So yeah. Okay, let's just say the professor's example is the Big Bear cookie, where the company has this character and on its cookie box and the cookies itself. Okay. All right. You mentioned that animal characters can have deep image. Like children
Yes.
can have deep image.
Um, Profound image.
Profound.
Um,
It's not about the image. Okay, it's about the feeling.
the
Okay. Yes. All right, but that's okay. That's totally fine. Meaning like children when children eat cookies, the Big Bear cookies, they can remember the funny things and the great things that the let's say Big Bear did or that they saw on commercials and somewhere else also. Okay. All right. So if I may answer this question, I would say according to the article, image advertising is where an image is used to represent or to represent and link a product to the company, and it will help consumers remember the product, or it will help in the marketing strategy. Okay, so the professor gave an example where Big Bear cookies were used in a certain company, and in their cookie box they blah 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 this and that. So when children sees Big Bear cookies, they always try to buy it because they remember the advertisements where people enjoyed the cookies when they were eating. Yeah, something like that. Okay, it might be too long compared to number two. So yeah, we'll have to work on with um giving brief or not too long examples also. Okay, but is everything clear there for question four?
Yes.
Question three?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we'll go with question four. this time. Okay, so it's about display behavior. Okay, however, you were not able to give the, what do you call that? Relevant vocabularies.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
first, you already did a mistake by saying bamboo.
Oh, I shouldn't say bamboo first.
Bamboo is wrong as well.
Yeah.
Yes. Do you know what?
Oh,
Because
it's a plant.
it's a plant. Yeah, but we're talking about monkeys, right? We're actually talking about baboons.
Bab baboons.
Yes. Okay. So they're like a kind of monkey.
Yes,
Okay.
the monkey.
Right. Yes. Okay. So yeah, there are two kinds of behavior. What were those?
The threatening, and the other one is they try to make up, but I forget.
Friendly.
Yes,
Yeah.
friendly.
Friendly display behavior and yeah, threatening display behavior. Okay, all right. So you can just say that in the audio, the professor explains display behavior where two types of display behavior that can help animals maintain unity in the let's say environment. Okay, so those two ways are friendly and threatening display behavior. So you could just say friendly, blah, blah, blah. So you have to explain it and give an example. And on the other hand, threatening, blah, blah, blah is where this and that. Okay. All right. So you give explanation a little bit, then give the example for it. Okay. All
Okay,
right. Would you like to give it a try?
okay, but I
Mhm.
think I might say too long about to explain the friendly. Okay, I will try first.
Yes. Okay. Hold on. Let me just check the time. Okay. You may start.
Um, in a biology class, the professor used two ways to explain how the display behavior can help animal maintain their group peace. And first, the professor mentions that there are threatening display, which is the animal use the warning voice to that the other animal knows that they are not happy, so they will avoid the fight. And the professor used bamboos as example. She said, uh,
Baboons.
baboons, baboons, and they found the food, but the other one don't wanna that the food to taken by the other one. So they will make a warning vocal to threat the other one so they can avoid the fight. And
Mm-hmm.
other the other display is friendly behavior. And professor used bamboo as example. She said when bamboo have the physical physical fight, they
Mm-hmm.
will try to make up to each other. They will make a friendly noise or they will just hug to each other to back to the normal. And this
Mm-hmm.
is how the display display behavior can help animals maintain their good unity.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Your time is
Um, okay.
yes. Okay. The explanation for display behavior was too long. Okay. Just make it short. Okay. All right. So you could say in the audio, the professor explains the two ways or friendly and display behavior as a way of keeping unity in the group. Okay, so first, friendly behavior is blah, 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 for example. Second, display behavior could be blah, 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 example. Also. Okay. All
Okay.
right. So there should be an example, and then how will you, what do you call that? Display your answers. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Okay. And I think that will be it for our practice. Anyway, we still have some time.
Okay.
So yeah, we will just try to practice, Vivian, and if we cannot finish everything, it's okay. It's totally fine. Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, hold on. Let me just um okay. All right, let's begin with question 1 again. All right.
Okay.
Good luck.
Do you agree or disagree with the following statement? 18-year-olds are not mature enough to vote. Use specific examples and details to support your opinion.
Okay, so you have 15 seconds to prepare. 15 seconds starts now. Good luck. Okay, time's up. All right, 45 seconds. You may begin.
I agree with the idea that 18 years olds are not mature enough to vote. The reason is they are not have enough knowledge to distinguish which candidate is the best person to vote. And take my friend Lily as example. When we were 18 years old, we don't have the knowledge about the candidate's background or what the things they done before. So it still needs some time for us to learn about more political knowledge about this.
Okay, that's okay. That's totally fine. All right. Next one, we'll have question 2. Then, okay. All right, let's begin. So you have 50 seconds to read, and reading time starts now. Good luck. Okay, time's up. All right, let's try to listen to, oh, sorry. Let's try to listen to the audio. Okay, good luck. Oh, sorry. Okay.
Okay.
Now listen to two students discussing the letter.
Hey, Mary, did you see this? You think he's right?
No, I don't agree with him.
How come?
Well, because it's not like the street out front's the only place you can park. You can also park at the dining hall, which is only a couple blocks away, or at the library, which is a few blocks in the other direction. He doesn't mention that.
That's true. I guess there are other lots nearby.
Yeah, so there's not really a need for it. Students may have to walk a little, but that's okay. I don't think there always needs to be a spot right outside the building you're going to.
That's true.
But the other problem I have with it is, even if they went ahead with his idea, it's the location he suggests. They can't just clear away those trees. That's one of the only wooded areas left on campus. We don't have many trees here, and they should preserve the ones we have.
Yeah, it is pretty.
Well, yeah, and sometimes students like to sit out there in the shade on a nice day, to study or read under the trees. They should leave it alone, not destroy it to make way for something we don't need.
The woman expresses her opinion about the letter writer's proposal. Briefly summarize the proposal, then state her opinion and explain the reasons she gives for holding that opinion.
Okay, 30 seconds to prepare. You may start. Good luck. Okay. All right, 60 seconds to speak. You may begin. Good luck.
According to the letter, the student suggests that the university should build a parking lot for humanity building, and the woman disagreed with this proposal because she said there's also have the parking lots near the humanities building, so there's no need to build another one. And second, she also say that the location the student suggests is the only place that your university have planted the trees. So instead of build another parking lots, they should perceive the place for students to study under the tree and relax themselves. And this is why the woman disagree with this proposal.
Okay, thank you so much. All right, before we I think we can end here and then we'll just continue 3 and 4 on our writing class. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, but before that, this is preserve.
Oh,
Okay. Preserve. I think I heard a different word from you.
preserve.
Okay. Yes, we'll have to work on that. Okay, but that will be it, and we will continue later on our writing class. Okay, so questions 3 and 4 that
Okay.
time. Okay. All right. So let's take a 10-minute break, Vivian, and we'll see each other afterwards. Okay. See you in 10 minutes. Bye bye.